Okay, so my mum got me like a tea set, or like a box set of some teas for Christmas, right? Which is cool and very nice and good. And there's a couple of red bush teas in there, which I'm really enjoying because they're caffeine free. And then there's also uh, yerba mate or mate, I'm not entirely sure. And you read the info and it's like, oh, cool, it's used as an alternative to black tea. It's pretty cool. It's got this, I think it comes from South Africa. It's like, you know, all cool and good. And then I'm sniffing it and I'm like, oh, I wonder, what, if there are any health benefits to this, if it's like one of those healthy teas. So I look up, I Google yerba mate, and the first result that comes up is, why is yerba mate bad for you? Which is never a good sign. So I click on the link and it's like, oh, carcinogenic? Alright. And then I Google, does yerba mate interact with anything? And it's got just a few interactions. It does also just have caffeine in it. I thought it was like a caffeine alternative, but it's not. It does just have caffeine in it. The haircut, it's just fine. I don't know what's going on with this, but like, because it's all the same length, but then it's difficult to. This is why I'm not a hairdresser. Like a significant wobble to this blondie. Like, it's been in for about 10 minutes longer than the recipe said it should be in. Um, and it's still quite wobbly, so like, I guess we'll see how it goes. I'm having some pretty horrific earache at the moment. I think because when I was drying my ears after my shower yesterday, I was perhaps a bit too vigorous. So that's just hurting quite a lot now. Actually does just still smell like death down there, so... So, both sets of grandparents have now been vaccinated, which is good, or at least have had their first shot, which, like, wonderful. I can stop panicking quite so much about that and just worry about everyone else that I know. So I've got my blood test coming up on Friday, and, like, last night I had a weird dream about it. I had a dream I was at the place and I asked the nurse, are you an experienced phlebotomist? She went, no. And I'm like, can you get one, please? So she did. And the experienced phlebotomist came in and like stabbed me in the arm and was like, oh, I missed it. And I'm like, that's okay. Try. And as I was like in the middle of saying try again, she just stabbed me in the bicep with it. And it's like, okay. She's like, oh, missed it again. And then she stabbed me in the forearm. It's like, missed it again. And I'm like, I'm about to throw up. Could you not, please? You can hear the noise outside, but this is what I'm currently putting up with while trying to work from home. It's been going on for like an hour now, and they're not showing any signs of letting up. It's a bit much. So like, I've got ear defenders, and the ear defenders work really well at cutting out all of this bullshit. The thing is that I have to take my glasses off to use them properly, because like that bit of the glasses mean it can't get a proper seal, so it doesn't actually cut out any of the noise. So my internet completely died about an hour before lunch, which was not great. So I had to quickly message my manager being like, hey, can I come into the office? Because I can't work from home anymore. And he was like, sure. So I've just been in the office, which is actually really nice. It's just a good time, you know? You're just kind of there, you're vibing, you're not looking at your bed constantly thinking, God, I wish I was in there. You know, it's just a very productive day actually, so I'm kind of glad I went in. Okay, so something which I got for Christmas from my parents is this pocket saxophone thing. So it's like a recorder, but it's got a reed. So I'm going to be trying that out and seeing how that goes. Not going to lie, I'm struggling to get a note out of this. I've switched to a different reed from the pack that it came with. I'm still having the same issue. I'm starting to get lightheaded from breathing so much. Okay, I've gotten a note out of it. I've gotten a couple of notes out of it. It's quite bad. It's hang on, can I do it on camera? That's the question.